Hey guys, John Rettinger to Techno Buffalo here, and welcome to round 2 of the Nexus 1 versus the iPhone 3GS, two of the arguably hottest smartphones on the market right now. In the last edition, we covered a ton of categories. In this one, we're going to cover network speed on T-Mobile's 3G service and AT&T's 3G service, as well as camera quality, both still and video. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me preface this with saying that network speed is going to vary depending on where you are. I'm currently in Southern California. This is representative of just the Southern California market. Actual speeds may vary depending on where you're located. So, I've got 5 bars of T-Mobile 3G on the Nexus 1 and 5 bars of AT&T 3G on the iPhone 3GS. Let's load up some web pages, and these are sites that have been loaded on the devices before, so it'll be representative of the load speed that you'll get from websites that you visit on a regular basis. So go ahead and queue both of these up, and we'll load technobuffalo.com. And in the last test, we ran Wi-Fi speeds. You saw the Nexus 1 was a bit faster. I'm curious how this is going to translate over cellular networks. Get both these ready to go. Alright, got Techno Buffalo queued up on each. Let's go ahead and get started. Try to hit them at the same time. And we're off. You can follow the progress via the yellow bar at the top on the Nexus 1 or the blue bar in the address box of the iPhone 3GS. They look both to be pretty similar. The iPhone's displaying content first. Both are almost exactly the same now. And the iPhone 3GS is done, and the Nexus 1 finished just a second or two after that. So they were both pretty close, but the iPhone definitely won, although not by much. Okay, so now we're going to try to load up another web page. We're going to load up my YouTube channel, youtube.com/John4Lakers. A lot of images on there, so it may take a little bit longer to load. Let's go ahead and check it out. Get them started at the same time. And they're both off. And again, this is on T-Mobile's 3G for the Nexus 1 and AT&T's 3G for the iPhone 3GS. Looks like the Nexus 1 is already done, and the iPhone 3GS is still taking its time to load the site. And now it's done. So there the Nexus 1 had a very clear advantage. Loading Techno Buffalo, the iPhone barely won, but loading the YouTube channel, the Nexus 1 won handily. In about 7 of the 10 pages I tested, the Nexus 1 loaded them up significantly faster, so I wanted to see if that was due to a faster T-Mobile network, or perhaps it could be attributed to the faster processor. Let's go ahead and check it out. So I ran these tests a little bit earlier. Over the T-Mobile 3G network, I averaged just about 304 kilobits per second, and on AT&T's 3G network, I was getting over 600 kilobits per second, so almost twice as fast. But that increased network speed wasn't translating to faster load times. So I have to attribute it to the probably upgraded hardware that's found in the Nexus 1. It's got a 400 megahertz faster processor, and the RAM and ROM in it is quite fast and pretty ample. So I think that's really the difference behind the Nexus 1's increased load times. Next generation iPhone, perhaps the faster processor, the parity might not be there, but certainly right now the Nexus 1, due to its better hardware, loads web pages much quicker. So now let's go ahead and take a look at camera quality, both still and video, of the two devices. The Nexus 1 shoots at 720 by 480 with 20 frames per second, whereas the iPhone shoots at VGA resolution up to 30 frames per second. These were shot at exactly the same time of day on exactly the same subjects. You get a very fair comparison as to which quality you prefer. I wanted to show you some highlight situations as well, so you can get a sense of what it looked like in that particular environment. We're going to take a look now at some still images using the Nexus 1's 5 megapixel sensor versus the iPhone 3GS's 3.2, and you guys can be the judge as to which one you prefer.